Hi there, it's Sheree from Sheree's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. My project today is this lovely twist topped box. Now, the first one I did was this one that measured 11.5 by 6.5. And then I got to thinking, at half an inch, will it really make a lot of difference? So I came up with the same box that is 11.5 by 6 inches. That way you can get two out of one sheet of 12 by 12. And I like that idea because then you have one that has the filled in sides and one that has windows. Isn't that brilliant? So to make these, it's really quick and really quite simple, and I've used my favourite toy, my gift bag punch board. So take a piece of cardstock or DSP that measures 11.5 by 6 inches. You can make it bigger if that's what you want to do. I just think it would be fun because you could have one in one side with your window with it closed in, and one the other side with windows, and you've got two different boxes, but they're both the same, if you get what I mean. So to start off with, you're going to score your horizontal line right the way across your long side at the top, and then you are going to start by putting your left edge, so the bulk of the paper is on your right, and you're going to score down the small score line that says S. Slide. The reason I don't punch here is because I don't think the gift bag punch board cuts the first DSP very nicely, so I'll show you how I do that at the end. So slide that along so your score line matches with your little pointer. Punch. Don't think that punched very well. And then score again at S. Slide it along so your score line meets your little pointer. Punch and score at S again. Slide it along so your score line matches up with your pointer. Score, and then I punch the last two. Punch. Come on, please punch. Oh, I think it's got jammed now. There we go. And then slide it along so your score line meets pointer, and punch and score. We're still going to use that, so remove these little pieces away. Cut off your edge, your tab there. And then you're going to bring your edge just up to the horizontal line and meeting with the start line, and you are going to score down the S right the way down. Then push it underneath and continue to score down the S line. Be careful you don't come off the edge. Then flip it over, and now you've got your tab, so you can pop that underneath, but make this score line meet just underneath your horizontal bar, and come down your S, and that will meet with the score line you've already made. This bit's a bit tricky, but it's also quite simple, if that makes sense. So where your two, you can't really see it very well on here, where your two score lines meet in the corner, you're going to put your scoring tool in the middle, find a groove, then align that groove with the corner of your DSP and do a diagonal line. I don't know if that was right actually. Let's try it again. Let's have a look. No, it didn't look right. Find the corner, find your score line and do a diagonal. That's much better. So again, put your scoring tool into your corner, move it around till it finds a groove, and then do a diagonal. So your scoring tool into your corner, sit it in a groove, and on the same groove bring up to your top score line and do a diagonal. And your last one in your groove. I have to move it along because I can't get that one in. Line it up with your vertical line, making sure it's on your groove, and do a diagonal. And there you are. That's all done. Now, if you're going to put windows in, I suggest I use the smallest oval layering there, and then the next one to make the border. And I thought that was quite nice, but how I did that was I folded it in half, burnished, and then I put my, yes, I'm going to show you what I mean. I got my layering ovals, and I took the smallest one and I adhered it to there, and then I put that through the big shot, so that cut 2 out. And then to make sure they were perfectly aligned, I folded that over, and then where I'd made the hole that was already cut through, I lined that again on top, and that went through onto the big shot again, and that aligned that one. And then the last one I did exactly the same, fold it over, align it with the one I've already made, and put that through the big shot. And then I put that one with the next, gosh, I can't get it up, like so, and I stuck those together, and then I put those through, and that made my border for around my window. And here's a little trick: if you're using fabulous foils or a window sheet, the size that you make your border, I put that size onto my window sheet and I put it through, and that makes a perfect cutout that you can stick under your border so it can't be seen, and you're not wasting a lot or using a lot of window sheet or fabulous foils. And with the fabulous foils, always remember to take off your backing sheet. So if your silver looks dull and your window doesn't look bright, it's probably got a film on it that needs peeling off. Right, so going back to this one, fold and burnish all your score lines. All the information will be on my blog, all the measurements, etc. And make sure you do diagonals. Now you do need to make sure that these are really well burnished, because they're the ones that make the twist on our lid. Now this one, although it's square, we will be cutting it down. Now I'll cut it this way just to show you. But sometimes what I did with this one is I waited till it was actually made. I did it with this one actually, till it was actually made, and then cut it down so you've got that nice edge there. But for now I'll do it this way. So on the right side of your patterned DSP, put some snail or some sticky strip or fast fuse or Tombow, and we're going to just adhere the box together. So let's just make sure our box is all neat. You do need it to be as neat as you can possibly get it, especially at the top, because that helps with the folding of the lid. So it really does need to be just on the score line, so nice and neat like so. And that's the back of our box. So we're going to tuck in our sides and put some adhesive on the front. You can of course use snail or glass fuse. And whoops, very carefully take that off. Turn it over and put some on the back. Oh, I forgot to say, this was the first edge that we had not punched on the scoreboard, so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to round the corner, and that'll look just as neat. But I find if I put it through on the give bag punch board, it tends to chew it up a little bit and it doesn't look very nice. Right, so open our box back up, pop in our sides, take backing tape off our front and back, slide it over, and I tend to try and align it with the corner so you've got a straight edge on my graph paper, and then come along with your bone folder and fold it in, and then you're just going to pinch the sides. As you fold them in, you need to sort of twist and fold them over, and they will go. There we go, come on. Oh, one of the sides hasn't gone in. Always plays up on camera, so I'm not bothered, it will go. But I didn't fold my sides in, that's what I didn't do. Now I'm paying the price for not scoring my edges. Oh. There we go. Because I didn't burnish. That's what you get for not burnishing. I didn't burnish this crease line, and it's just thrown it out a little bit. But there we are, there's our box. 6.5 and 6 is a tiny little bit of difference, but where you'd only get one out of a 12 by 12 sheet, I think that's much nicer for getting 2 out. And having the double-sided DSP I think is fabulous, and the save, if you use the 6-inch one, you can have one without a window and the opposite with a window, and I think that's a super gift. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe to me, I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to leave me a comment or a question, please leave that in the comments below. All the details will be on my blog, the link again is below. If you'd like to purchase any of the DSP or any of the framelits, there is a link to a shop below, and there is also one on my blog. If you'd like to come and join my team, again there is a link below, or there's one on my blog. So until next time, take care, bye.